the time that have given to our group. We are second group to present about the principles. Before that, let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Marinus Giawa as moderator and first presenter, and my partner.
Well, introduce. My name is Elvin Kurniati Lambanua as the second presenter.
Okay, my friend, my name is Christina Gula, last presenter.
Well, I will explain about English teaching principles. English teaching principle consists of two parts, namely the natural approach and the term audiolingualism. The first is the natural approach. The natural approach is one of the teaching methods proposed by a linguist named Stephen Krashen from the University of Southern California. Noonan in 1989 in his book Teaching by Principles, the essence of language is meaning. Vocabulary, not grammar, is the heart of language. From Noonan's opinion, we can conclude that the basic concept of the natural approach theory in teaching English does not need to put too much emphasis on broad grammatical aspect. But language teaching should provide meaningful interaction between language users. In this case, the main purpose of language is to convey information. The second is the term audiolingualism. The term audiolingualism was first proposed by Professor Nelson Brooks in 1964. This method claims to be the most effective and efficient method of learning foreign language and claims to be a method that has changed language teaching from just a trick to a science. Audiolingual method is an English teaching method based on behavioristic theory, which holds that learning a language is something that must be accustomed so that it will become a skill. In this case, the habit of using grammar and pronunciation errors should be avoided as much as possible because it is feared that errors will occur.
Okay, I continue with our material. Part B, English Principles of Learning. Here, there are two opinions to express about English Principles of Learning. The first, according to Slameto, there are four English principles of learning. The first, based on the prerequisites needed to learn. Artinya di sini, siswa harus aktif dalam proses pembelajaran dan dia juga meningkatkan daya minatnya belajar agar bisa tercapai tujuan tertentu. The second, according to the nature to learning. Artinya di sini belajar adalah suatu proses yang berkesinambungan dalam pelaksanaannya secara tahap demi tahap. The three, according to the material or material to be learned. Jadi siswa harus bisa memahami materi atau mudah memahami materi apabila materi yang disajikan tersebut mudah dan tidak sulit. The last, requirements for successful learning. Artinya ada juga sarana pendukung dalam proses pembelajaran sehingga siswa tersebut nyaman ketika belajar. Example, siswa juga butuh ruangan yang bersih, rapi, dan indah sehingga siswa tersebut nyaman dan fokus dalam belajar. The second, according to Makmur Khairani, there are three English principles of learning. The first, factual information. Information ini mengenai materi pembelajaran yang diperoleh dengan cara berkomunikasi dengan guru yang lain dan mempelajari lebih dalam materi dan juga bisa berhubungan dengan pengetahuan yang sudah ada. The second, intellectual skills. Artinya di sini guru harus memiliki cara sesuatu di mana guru bisa menafsirkan simbol, bahasa, dan lain sebagainya. The three, strategi. Artinya di sini guru juga memiliki strategi dalam proses pembelajaran. Strategi yang dimaksudkan yaitu untuk meningkatkan proses pembelajaran siswa tersebut agar siswa tersebut tidak bosan dalam belajar. Part C, Basic Principles of Preparing of Learning and Teaching Materials. According to Widodo and Jasmani, the teaching material can be able to be oral and writing. Next, objectives and benefits of teaching. Teaching materials are made to achieve the following objectives. The first, presenting teaching material that can be accordance with the needs of students. The must be in accordance with the curriculum. The second, make it easier for students to get alternative teaching materials. The last, the burden of teacher in carrying out learning activities. Principles of learning material learning. The principles that are used as determining in learning materials are relevance, consistency, adequacy. Okay, to explain relevance. Relevance is learning materials should be relevant to the achievement of competency, standards, and basic competency. The second, consistency. Consistency is the two kind of basic competencies that must be mastered by students, that the material taught must also include two kinds. The last, adequacy. Adequacy is material taught should be to help students master the basic competency being taught.
Thank you, moderator. I will explain about multimedia principle. Description of the multimedia principle. Definition. Recording to record measure. Explain that multimedia principle is a student can learn better than word and pictures and from word. But recording to Robin and Linda is multimedia, a tool that can record dynamic and interactive presentation that combine text, graphic, animation, audio, and video. Next, the function of purpose. The function, according to Yanuar Rahman, function in multimedia are communication between business. Purpose multimedia can be used in many areas. Some areas that use multimedia are the following. Number 1, business multimedia application and multimedia school. The next, multimedia house. The last, general place and virtual reality. And the next, characteristic. Recording to Ishihar explain the good learning media criteria, the need be following, and number 1, clear and neat, clean and interesting, and match with target. And the last types. Okay, thank you.
Alright, that's all our explanation about the principles. If you have any suggestion, addition, and criticism, time is given. And you have any question, time is given.